This is Iraq, a land steeped in history, with
Okay, so first things first, it's Iraq. I really like it because it rhymes with my name, Eric. Iraq.
massive oil reserves and a strategic location at the crossroads of civilizations. It is known as the birthplace of agriculture, language, mathematics, and human innovation. Iraq holds a significant place in all major religions and historical records. Approximately 2,500 years ago, Babylon, a city of Iraq, was the most advanced and wealthiest city on Earth. It was an engineering marvel, and even today, researchers are
I feel really small
amazed
right now.
by the knowledge and technology
Okay, this is an 11-minute
possessed
video.
by the Babylonians. The Hanging Gardens of Babylon
But it's way better because my dad sent it to
still
me,
remain
so it has a lot more value. Plus, I could talk about it to him later.
a mystery, and today it is amongst the 7 wonders of the world. So how did a country that was a hub of civilization and culture for thousands of years has today become a center of war, sectarian violence, and instability? For the past 100 years,
be nice, you guys.
Iraq has been engulfed in a fire that is fueling constant instability and turmoil. Today's Iraq is controlled by 5 different groups. The central and southern Iraq, including Baghdad and areas near the Iranian border, is under the control of the Shia group, known as PMF. Northern Iraq is controlled by the Kurdish
Where's my bag, Dad?
Peshmerga. This area, including cities like Erbil, Sulaimania, and Dohuk, is an autonomous region known as Iraqi Kurdistan. They have their own government,
What is Aleppo?
prime minister, and army. Western Iraq, including the province of Anbar and cities like Ramadi and Fallujah, is under Sunni tribal groups. These groups support the central government but enforce their own rules in their controlled territory. The entire region from Baghdad to Basra and Karbala is under the control of Iraq's federal government, which is led by Prime Minister Mohammed al-Sudani. The northwest mountainous region, near the Syrian border, remains under the control of ISIS. Despite being the cradle of human innovation, with abundant resources and a strategic location, Iraq today remains deeply divided. This division is shaped by its geography.
Yeah, I'm not going to be the commander-in-chief, you guys. I'm going to be the chief citizen. I'm going to be the president of the United States. But if someone else is going to be the commander-in-chief, go to war and all this stuff, for me, I'm just going to pray about it, flip coins, and we're probably going to do wherever you guys want to go to war. We're going to go to war. I'm not going to stop you guys from being a little, putting on your army hats. And I can never pick up a gun. I'm a bipolar schizophrenic. They would never let me do it. I was talking to the Navy guys the other day, not yesterday, day before I went to the Navy. They have a recruiting center here. I was looking for a job, and there was a water treatment and stuff, and they had the Navy in there. And I said, hey, I was thinking about getting a job. They're like, well, you want to go in the Navy? And then and I said, well, I'm bipolar schizophrenic. And is there anything we can work something out? They said, well, you have to go 6 months. 6 months, like no meds, nothing, and then maybe, and I was like, oh. And I'm thinking, maybe I have a better chance being president if I was in the Navy, That was just something that I was thinking. But I don't know, Navy, water, seasickness a little bit. But hey, it's like, I don't know. I don't really even know. I don't know about all this stuff. There's oil here. I know Iraq rhymes with Eric, so that's why I like it. I like it. It looks like we have some controlled areas here. Peshmerga area, controlled area. ISIS, controlled area. Well, I'm going to love this video because my dad sent it to me, so. Share it. Share it now.
History, political dynamics, and the influence of global superpowers. In today's video, we'll delve into Iraq's hidden and complex story that you might not have heard before. Now, before we dive deeper into the video, I have a small request. If you enjoy my content, please do subscribe to my channel. I put in a lot of effort to create these videos, but many of them don't get the reach they deserve. Your support would mean the world to me. Now, let's move on to Iraq's geography. Modern Iraq shares borders with 6 countries. On the eastern side, it shares border with Iran, then with Kuwait.
Oh, there we go. I like Iran a lot. Yeah, it reminds me of my dad. He won the marathon. My dad had the world record until somebody broke it because people are psychos and they want to break that record. My dad, he broke the world record for the fastest marathon while jump roping. He has documented proof of it and all that stuff. He didn't even win the race. There's people who beat him, but that's because they weren't jump roping. I'm assuming is the idea there. But my dad did hit. My dad. It wasn't a perfect. It wasn't a perfect run. He actually tripped up on that rope a few times. So he told me. I was very interested. Was it a perfect run? No. He actually hit his foot on the rope. My dad was a PE teacher as a kid, but yeah, Iraq rhymes with me, and then I ran. I ran to Iraq. I ran to the hospital when I was off my meds. I ran to, um, you know, I ran to the innermost chambers of God's heart when I prayed for X amount of hours. That's how that works. He said, Protestant said works. Protestant said works. I'm not a Protestant. Protestant means protest the Catholic Church. I love the Catholic Church. I love the Catholic Church more than the Protestants. And I grew up non-denom. Because my stepmom ripped me out of the LDS church. And I ripped myself out of the LDS church because video games were on the table. And quite frankly, I'd rather play Paper Mario. But to be fair to me, I didn't really understand anything that was happening because I was so little when I went to LDS as a kid. But I was technically raised LDS.
In Southeast.
Anyways, Iran looks like it's a lot. I mean, it's bigger. So we got some green here. Green. Is green a better color than red? Well, these are the hard questions. These are the questions that keep me up.
Saudi Arabia on the southern side.
And now we have Saudi Arabia. These are the Saudis.
With Jordan.
These are not sweethearts.
On the western side, with Syria.
Okay, Jordan. Now this is the one I like the most. Reminds me of Michael Jordan. In my opinion, he's definitely the greatest player of all time. Is he the best player of all time? I might take the field. I might take the field at even odds because Wilt Chamberlain was so good. 28 rebounds a game or something. 22 rebounds a game. And he was just so good. And not to mention you get equity shares in LeBron. You get equity shares in who are the other good players? I mean, technically there are players that might have been better than Michael Jordan. I'm trying to think of the long list of players that are better than Michael Jordan in basketball. Let me think for a second. Shaquille O'Neal against certain teams would be better, obviously, because you can't stop him. They had to change. They had to change the rules for Wilt Chamberlain and Shaquille O'Neal. So that's how good they were. Michael Jordan, he was just great. There's a difference between good at the game and great at the game. Great at the game is like everyone's worshiping you because you're so good. That's what Michael Jordan was. Make me like Mike. He was just a cool dude. Like Kobe, he's the fourth greatest player of all time. He's not that good at basketball, though. He's maybe the 30th or 40th best basketball player. But his work ethic, his skill, he was the most skilled player almost for sure. But he was just a little dude. He's like 6'6", but he's like skinny. He can barely jump. But he's like, I want to play basketball. He tears his ACL, and he decides to come back and play. And then this is the one part I don't get. He retired. What? Huh? I've never thought, you have a legacy to consider. He goes, I could. I could, I just don't want to. No, you don't want to get traded to another team. The Lakers are a joke now. You don't want to lose. Well, how about we take a helicopter to the next life where you can play basketball with guys that are not, picking their nose. We won the game. We won the game. This is why Kobe retired. We won the game. Kobe. This is a bunch of nonsense. No. Kobe, how much you want to bet? That's a good clip, too. What is it called? It was Kobe Talk Show, Jimmy Kimmel. It was this one. This is the one. This
Dinner's
is the one.
easy tonight. Wings to
Wow,
go.
we got there.
We got boneless buffalo wings, garlic parmesan,
We got there. Let's go full screen.
sweet chili, and a whole stack of napkins
We got
in case
there.
it gets messy. Right, Pop?
I'm gonna be
I've been
presidential
eating
candidate
wings since
2058.
before
It's
you
we're doing
had
it.
teeth.
We're doing it. We didn't nail the S guy on there.
No, you want to win. And
Yeah.
I say you want to win. You see. Discussing Kobe Bryant's non prospect. 2 million views. He says you want to win.
It's really it's hard, man. It's hard to be in that environment when we're literally like at the bottom of the.
Yeah, he doesn't like being at the bottom.
Well, you're
And he doesn't want to be a traitor. This is why he retired.
welcome to.
And that's why, this is my theory, God loves him so much. He's like, listen, I've been working on this new place for you. It's a basketball heaven-hell mixer. And you're going to love it more than heaven. And I kept praying him out of there. I have videos about this on my other channel. Or actually on this channel. I have a video on this channel about, I kept praying him, like as if God made a mistake. And he's like, no, Kobe likes basketball. Stop praying him to your heaven. Look
Come
at this.
hang out here.
Thank you. Thank you. It's tough.
I saw a clip today that I feel like
Now, this is a lot. This takes a lot for Kobe to not work out. He's like, okay, I'll talk to Jimmy Kimmel. But Kobe, what he really wants to be doing right now is pumping weights and playing basketball.
Show you.
Dribbling, shooting.
because I must know what your reaction to this
Okay.
is. So the Lakers had an 8-game losing
See, Kobe doesn't know what's going on. He doesn't know what's going to happen.
streak. They beat the Celtics. Overtime, great. This is from after that game.
Just got interesting. Come back to Force Hotel. You got the friends here.
You feel me? We back in the building.
I'd love to see Kobe's face right now.
My man Jay Lane was doing this thing. Jay Hill doing his thing.
This is coming off 8 losses in a row.
You know how you do it. Jalen going to the
And we won in overtime. We didn't win by
Hey,
56
my man,
points.
you got a nice suit on today.
We won
too,
in
man.
overtime.
Appreciate that, Swag.
You got that.
Yeah, Kobe's not happy with that. This is, guys, NBA.
Now, would that happen if you were there?
No.
Would there be a celebration?
No. Get me out of this world. Hey God, can you make me a basketball heaven, hell, or heaven? Just basketball heaven. Let's just say it how it is. God's so good. Can I please just go to a heaven, be in my prime, and play Michael in his prime, and then I want to play Wilt in his one-on-one. Give me the simulations and just I want to know. I'm so sorry, Kobe. You had teammates like this. Look at his face. He's trying to. He's like, yeah. Okay. Kobe. Kobe.
When I saw that, all I could think of was you. Hey, did you see the movie Whiplash?
That's a great.
Kobe's pissed. Kobe's like, it was this. I mean, Kobe, he's saying, listen, I spent my whole life convincing the world that we're playing a sport, not a game. And you guys just ruined it for me and for everyone on national TV and everything. You guys think this is a game? Like, my name's Eric Smythe. My name's Eric Smith or Eric Smythe. Whatever you want. Call me anything but late for heaven. I think it's a game. But people like Michael Jordan and Kobe, they make me question it. Is it a game or is it a sport? Because I'm starting to think it's a sport. But now, Kobe, he convinced everyone that it was a sport. And now these guys, his teammates, he feels the betrayal. He says, oh, okay, so my teammates were faking it. All those 8-hour workout sessions, they don't actually like basketball. They think it's a game. I thought it was a sport this whole time. And actually, Kobe probably thinks it's more than a sport. What do you think Kobe thinks it is? It's his life. What is it? Jimmy Kimmel knows it's a game. Jimmy Kimmel's doing his best, this guy. Such a sweetie, this one. He's like, told you. Even your teammates know it's just a game. You're throwing a ball between a rim. You know, what you do and what I do, it's the same thing.